Good afternoon, or noon actually, and welcome to MSQ stream with me, Caetsu, but you can just call me Kai. So today, now, we're going to be doing the new MSQ stuff, so if you don't want spoilers, you did this to yourself. We're going to be doing just the MSQ stuff, so MSQ, dungeon, MSQ, trial, and then, like, once the MSQ's done, round off on the stream, and then there will be a whole third stream for normal raids. If you're here going, what about the patch notes? There's a VOD on the channel that you can check specifically for that, and we open with the job stuff, so you just directly slam right into it. The other stuff, most of it is also being talked about, but it's mostly the job stuff that I believe most people are looking for. But yeah, basically, if you were like, what, spoilers? Then, you know, you did this to yourself. Run while you still can. I will be voice acting myself all of the MSQ dialogue that is not voice acted by the game itself. I'll try my best, but obviously I am not the voice actors. But it might be nice if you prefer not having to read it yourself. Thank you, Ariel. I will be doing the MSQ and probably the normal raid as well as Gunbreaker to showcase and like kind of test the pretty massive changes that Gunbreaker got. And yeah, for anyone wondering about the little bit cliffhanger about Gnashing Fang, it indeed no longer scales. The charge time does not scale with skill speed. So there you go. Doesn't really change anything. Not really. As Ham pointed out in our raid Discord, we were drifting Gnashing Fang very briefly to make it line up with No Mercy anyway, so blip, no changes there, not really. Also, thank you for celebrating 26 months as part of the Cult of the Pink, Matthew. Thank you so much. And hello to Milo, Matthew, Zaf, Akatozaka, Zipzap, Agent Monica, Ilana, Tanuki, and Ardell. Hope you're all doing very well. And no worries, Agent Monica. Enjoy your day. Should we get to it then? And hey, Rust as well. Hope you're doing well. Heb with the winds. Meanwhile, somewhere completely different.
Every day, more and more people regain their memories of their lost loved ones. No longer will beings like Calyx be able to manipulate their fear and ignorance as he once did. That being the case, Alize and I have come to a decision.
Will you stay here to help people figure things out like you did with Garlemald a while back?
We will depart Tural in the coming days. Other nations must be informed about Alexandria, a necessary step to ensure lasting peace.
The opposite of what I guessed.
Then, we shall return to Garlemald. Our experiences here should serve us well in the ongoing restoration efforts.
However, one pressing matter remains. Calyx's summoning ritual was tied to a concept of his own creation. Ascian involvement is assured, but we have yet to ascertain the extent of their influence on the Ninth.
I have done what I can to treat the enthralled, and those still afflicted with Levin sickness. I may now devote my undivided attention to an investigation.
Then we shall leave this one in your capable hands. Do let us know if you turn anything up.
It's Erenville. My time in Tural is at an end, and so I'm headed to the harbor now.
Yeah.
We'll meet again. Of that I'm certain. Until then, I wish you safe travels.
You could have let me know in time to see you off.
And pull you away from more important business. Perish the thought. Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Sorry to interrupt, but I thought you'd like to know. I've detained the fugitive. He promises to tell us before he sets sail, only to try and sneak aboard his boat with nary a hug goodbye. Cold bastard. But there's still time before they weigh anchor.
That boy. We should make for the harbor ere he wriggles free of Lamachi's grasp.
If we're heading the same way, we might join him on the ship. Good company is always welcome on a long voyage, is it not?
What? Now? I haven't finished packing.
Knowing you, the essentials are already accounted for.
Oh. Fine, if we must. But you're helping pack the rest. And I hope you've decided on a souvenir for Eunice.
I have several ideas as it
A souvenir for who?
Ever aligned in purpose, if not execution.
Lest you wonder, Kryl and I intend to remain here with Y'shtola.
Right, Julius.
To continue our study of the key, naturally. By all accounts, Preservation's facility promises to yield some answers.
Shale has been conducting a more thorough examination. She may have insights to share. Then why not invite her along to see everyone off? Surely she'd want to be there too.
Good morrow, Sally. Hope you're doing well, and thank you for celebrating half a year as part of the Cult of the Pink. Thanks so much for the support. And AZs, hope you're doing well as well. To the back rooms! Run! Say Poco, hope you're doing well. Unification doesn't only grant your range combo, it allows you to do 2 melee combo range. What? Oh! Oh no! Oh, weird. Uh-huh. Yeah, I see it. Yep, So, just real quick recap on that one. Manification now, as one buff, says your melee combo is ranged for 30 seconds. Second buff, you get 3 freebies for 30 seconds. And, of course, Prefulgence. So, yeah, apparently it just gives you 30 seconds to be ranged. Okay. Interesting. Not a single normal rate piece with crit death with healers. Oh. I can say, Cat, most of the normal rate pieces for tanks does not have crit either. And several has skill speed, but none of the crafted pieces do. I will have to, review, the tome pieces. Just be sure you don't start crafting a set for me before we've had a chance to talk about it, right? Need for burst, but still gotta get in for the ones between. Yeah, well, I mean, when you can sometimes triple melee combo, it might actually be possible to do it. The whole thing is ranged if you really bunch them up. Oh, weird. What news, Caetsu? Can't imagine you brought an entourage along to simply say hello. That eager to be on their way, are they? I'll join you. I owe them thanks on behalf of Oblivion, after all. And then I thought you would protest against being parted from your work. While I'm curious to see what emerges once every piece of the puzzle's in place, the majority of the files we've unearthed are encrypted. There's little else I can do until the computer's finished with them. Besides, unlike our friends, Containment Complex 1029 isn't going anywhere. In other words, we won't be getting any answers today. Afraid not. It's going to be a while yet. It's been like 4 months. Then shall we depart for Tural forthwith? Even Labaji's strength has its limits. Without further delay, then. Immediately give Kai crafted set with 10 pentamelts. Oh boy. I mean, that might just happen, but not in the way that you'd think. Bruh. A quest. I wonder where the quest NPC is, guys. Any ideas? Erinville just drowned in people. I wish y'all would not make such a fuss. I'm not fond of emotional partings. At least Alphino and Alisei were considerate enough to inform me of their plans in advance by link pearl. Some people we know would have burst out of a crate mid-voyage. In any event, I shall wait here until they finish their preparations. Oh boy, my ultimate ability, waiting. We did it, guys. We did the thing. We waited.
There they are.
You look well. No lingering effects, then?
Ah, I'm hale as ever. And busy with work.
I imagine there's no shortage of affairs to put in order. Are Kona and Galulja faring well?
Kona is off to survey our nation and its peoples. He wants to consult with local representatives and hear their thoughts on our policies.
Can you fill out this survey? There are many questions.
And Galulja's really taken to his training. I feel like he's been spending more time with the Landsguard than me lately.
Standing here, I cannot help but remember the day of our arrival in Tuliolol. The rite of succession feels so long ago.
There they are.
We knew not of what would happen between my father and Zorolja, nor of Alexandria and its queen. It was to aid a naive claimant that you came to Tural. But you've done so much more for me. For the entire nation of Tuliyollal. We owe you a greater debt than we can ever repay. But that doesn't mean we can't try. Whenever you need an ally, we'll stand with you.
Allow me to echo that sentiment. Not only were you kind to me when I awakened a stranger in my own land, you extended your grace to Alexandria again and again.
Anyways, Mandalore, enjoy your day. Yeah, that does sound weird, Cat. I had a feeling that would happen.
And On behalf of myself and my people. Thank you for curing the ailment that for centuries tormented us.
I'll look forward to our next visit. I'm sure we'll have exciting stories to share with one another.
Ever since I introduced you to Wuklamat, you've faced no end of hardships. Many of them her fault.
Wow. Wow. I want that as an emote.
Yet I feel no remorse, only gratitude. For without your aid, I would not have had the chance to say goodbye.
I want that animation my character just did as an emote. That's what I want.
Nor vowed to explore every corner of the world. To see what we haven't seen. Shall we?
Rest assured, upon arriving, we shall make it a priority to visit Tataru and assuage her myriad fears.
I expect the sight of you two will be a balm for her worry-laden heart.
Safe journey, and remember to enjoy it.
Give my regards to Oblivion. And thank you for all you did for my mother.
Come back soon!
Take care!
That was a proper send-off. Now, time to get back to it.
Duty ever calls for she who loves her realm.
Right. Though, if you need a break, you're always welcome to visit Ulihiolo. I'll give you the grand tour. I guess they're really over. Your adventures in Tural. I'll remember our time together for the rest of my days.
Aha! Power resolve spotted!
That feels weirdly familiar.
The Lance Guard is looking for you. It's sparring time.
Oh, good thing you're here then. Can't miss that.
So let's go already. Everyone's waiting to see the vow resolve in action.
Sorry, I have to go. Till next time.
Vow of Resolve spotted. A lizard spotted!
And thus do they take to the winds.
To follow their own paths in their hearts, as they should.
Into the mist. Where is the mist? I guess we missed it. We did it! We waited at the meeting point. Now it is our turn to take the next step. The question is in what direction, and that is a matter I should like to discuss with you. Really? Really? Well, if you say so. Through the thunder. If I may, I think it prudent to discuss our future plans elsewhere. We are liable to hinder the dock workers here if we linger. Perhaps the beach would be a more appropriate venue. We've arrived at the beach!
'Tis truly a beautiful place, Tural.
An endless ocean and ever-changing sky. First time I saw them, I couldn't believe my eyes. It was like I was walking among images from our oldest records.
Wonderful weather, right? Wow, it's so beautiful. I can't see anything. It's quite misty.
And beyond that horizon are more lands and more people. That one I still struggle to imagine.
A simple pink framer's kit. Where is it from?
We ourselves hail from beyond that horizon, in fact. Rather, most of us do. I merely thought I did.
I'll get it later.
Oh, that's right. I can only imagine how it must have felt to learn you're a native of our world. The fact that I wasn't born in the land where I've spent most of my life has taken time to sink in. 'Twas not until I met my parents in living memory that the truth of my origin began to feel real. Your experience is not unlike mine. When first I awoke, the realm everyone spoke of sounded nothing like my own. I had to walk its streets, live and breathe it, before I could accept and embrace my new reality. And for me to embrace mine, I need to learn more about my people, the Milala. We should come upon more information in the course of studying the key, but as Shale's investigation of the containment complex is still ongoing, would you mind if we sought a different avenue of inquiry into the history of the Ninth?
I have no objection. What we learn will deepen our understanding of the broader picture.
Agreed. My curiosity extends well beyond our duty to assess Ascian influence.
If it is knowledge of the Ninth's past you seek, I have an idea where to begin. Alexandria was originally part of a landmass known as the Mist Continent. This continent had been left in ruins in the wake of the storm surge, with Alexandria the sole nation to survive the devastation. The calamity of lightning that ravaged the world.
This was not my intention.
Aye. Per the sources we recovered from the Underkeep, though the conflict between nations was destructive in its own right, 'twas Levin that dealt the final blow.
He does sound different. Doesn't he?
No place was spared its fury, and all was chaos in the castle town. We tried to evacuate the people in airships, Otis, the knights and I, but we couldn't save everyone. Those who survived gathered within the barrier, and we took in as many foreign refugees as we could. Yet, despite the dangerous environment, our system showed that there were some few souls who ventured outside the barrier, into the lands beyond. Beyond? But we thought that was impossible. I was under the impression the star was scoured of life, that man could not survive outside the barrier.
Going by the records, the storm surge extended to every corner of the world. Nothing and nowhere was spared. If anyone did survive out there, it would have been an unimaginable trial.
And yet, those people must have been going somewhere. What if there was a refuge? A place that weathered the storm surge and rebuilt over the intervening 4 centuries?
Given Alexandria's displacement to the source, we had neither cause nor opportunity to survey the remainder of the continent.
Living memory remains physically in the 9th. If we seek a means of egress, other than the portal connecting it to Alexandria, perhaps it might lead us to the Mist Continent.
Well, for starters, we'll probably need a Reaper for that, Kryl.
Living memory was not transported here despite being a top Everkeep. In which case, it may have been a physically independent space all along.
Meaning, another point of egress could well exist.
And if it does, someone has to be maintaining it. The mechanical soldiers, for instance.
Shall we have a chat with them and see what they know?
If it please your majesty.
Will you accompany us? If we do land upon the Mist Continent, I would feel much more assured with you at our side.
I wouldn't miss it for 2 worlds.
I thought as much. Into the great unknown we go then.
Now that's settled, I'd best be off. I still need to check for decryption errors periodically, so I can only step away for so long. With luck, I'll have plenty to share the next time we meet. Until then. Let the rest of us make ready for a potential foray and meet at Laynode Mnemo. Laynode Mnemo. Mnemo. Mnemonics, guys. There needs to be a no, I can't be bothered option. Well, you see, Steve, if they actually added that, then you would have to contend with the classic known as but thou must. And then there's no point, right? Hmm. How's Enox and Steve? Hope you're doing well. And Inanno. This clerk has made itself available to answer our questions. Fantastic. Clerk PX0093, if one wished to descend to the surface from here, how would they typically do so? Living Memory is currently detached from Everkeep and is operating independently while supported by its aerial suspension systems. Thus, both lift and lay-node-based transit is currently unavailable. I apologize for the inconvenience. Ah. Despite its ability to remain aloft, perhaps Living Memory was never intended to function in this state indefinitely. If so, we're out of luck. Not necessarily. Lifts and lay nodes were likely the preferred modes of transportation, but that does not preclude the existence of others. In the event of an emergency, how would we evacuate this facility? Consulting emergency systems. You wouldn't, Lamau! Living Memory's airship remains prepared to deploy should evacuation be necessary. Would your majesty like to appropriate it? An airship? Yeah, one airship! Yes, please, as soon as is possible. With your majesty's authorization, the vessel can be readied for launch without delay. Allow me a moment to execute the bypass protocols. Straight up Noah's Ark. Safety tests have been successfully completed, setting the Gate of Remembrance as initial destination. Vessel is en route. Oh boy! Is that my ship? It was purpose-built for Living Memory. However, it was modeled after the vessel Your Majesty used during the Storm Surge era. A replica. Still, it does me good to see it. It's kind of not that big, is it? I will deploy the gangway for boarding. This way, please. Maybe the logic goes even further than that, Steve. That there's probably just one airship's worth of actual people. The rest would go down with Living Memory anyway. I don't understand why my overlay duplicates everything Steve says specifically. It's really weird. In order to reach the surface, we must pass through the storm clouds. I advise you to brace for turbulence. This weather almost as bad as Gridania. Oof.
The ward LSA gave me is reacting. Though not to the extent of the 13th, the etheric imbalance here is severe indeed. It does serve to impress upon one the marvel of the barrier. The lightning in Heritage found is tame by comparison. A land where Levin reigns. Levin!
Bam! Bam!
A sobering sight, to say the least, but I shan't turn back now that we've come this far.
Good for you. Beyond the mountain.
There are no structures, nor any other sign of survivors that I can see. I suspect the crater made this area unsuitable for habitation due to the increased risk of flooding. Then we should look further afield. In which direction do you think we might find a settlement? If we're at the edge of Alexandrian territory now, the closest city would be Treno, should it survive. As a city-state built on a harbor, it was a nexus of trade and it remained neutral throughout the war. We Alexandrians always felt fortunate to have it in our neighborhood, so to speak. Not unlike our Radzatan. Ah yes, Alphino has spoken of Radzatan before. It's near the South Sea Isles, the Milala homeland, correct? Funnily enough, it was also Treno where the Milala first found a home in our world. Oh. Truly?
Well, that's weirdly convenient.
Yes, and though the Milala population elsewhere grew, most continued to feel a strong connection to the city. I like to think that some remain there to this day.
Well, I mean, let's check it out before you promise us anything.
Clerk PX0093, is this ship capable of taking us to Treno? I shall run a flight simulation for the route to Treno. One moment.
Oh, that's convenient. Let me test it 1 second.
Simulation complete. There's a near 100% probability that the ship would suffer catastrophic mechanical failure prior to arrival due to ambient lightning. My apologies.
Well?
Oh. Well, thank you for checking.
If we cannot fly, then we shall have to walk. That's right, Heidelin.
Treno lies beyond the mountains, but there should be routes that spare us having to climb. That cave system, for instance, assuming it hasn't collapsed, let's try there first.
And then they walked.
This tunnel appears intact. Though we have no way of knowing what it's like further in. Might just stay alert for beasts as well. Given the barren surrounds, they're surely ravenous.
Mistwake. I believe we have one space for dungeon. However, it does have to be someone that can heal. Does that work for you, Rust? If it's close enough to walk to, surely the airship could get there. Well, I mean, it's maybe just through the cave. This does feel very classic Final Fantasy combat music, actually. Petramol! Oink. Oh, whoops. No, actually, never mind. That's not a problem. Immediately saved by overcharge being an option. I could have used my defenses a little bit better. I'm sorry about that. It looked like this lightning can break the rocks we need to hide behind. Reminds me of the burn. I ran into a very peculiar issue that the setup for that optimal burst seems to not work out very consistently. And it seems to break my combo. That's pretty straightforward, yeah. Whee! Ooh, lightning. Whee! Very far down. Ooh, my legs! My knees! Oops. That looks pretty goofy. It's the menacing noodle snout. I'm guessing that the orbs explode as it dashes through them. No? Well, kind of. Whoop. That hurt a lot more than I anticipated. I should have respected that a little bit more. Like, I'm bursting. Oh, whoops. Multi-stack. My bad. Oh, I did that too soon. Oh well. Hey, Mijay. Hope you're doing well. This is from FF9 too. All these bosses were enemies you fought in the Treno weapon shop. Oh. Oh. Treno citizen! They're alive! Oh. Sorry about that. I'm like, we're not at the end of the hallway yet. It's a Jabberwock! Oh no! Yoink. Hey, Turkey. Hope you're doing well. It's alright. It's definitely a little more forgiving to play, but the speed gun breaker burst is really awkward and surprisingly strict, because it's so long that you can actually see your combo time out if you like wait for even a single GCD. Like the optimal one. From what I can tell, anyway. And it will probably also make the filler sequence feel a little bit weird. Weirdly empty. Why is it so long? Essentially, because you have two Gnashing Fangs, you start... Like, you want to... If you do this skill speed Gunbreaker build, then you have 9 GCDs, and you want the first GCD to be the last step of Gnashing Fang, and then you go in and do, like, a normal 8-step sequence after that, which means that the whole sequence is, like, 25 seconds. And combos only last 30. So, like, it's really exact. Oh. Come back! You must die! Okay, maybe not. Oh, right. Well. Tornado? Never mind. Boy! Gonna give you a speeding ticket. Yeah, there my combo broke. Safe spot. Hey. Oh. Huh. Based on this run, I could picture that this supposed optimal, like optimized No Mercy could come with like some asterisks. Because of how extremely strict it is. Ah, minion! Errol won the gear. Let's see, Rost won the minion. Congrats. Hey.
And the perimeter is clear. Good work, everyone.
There's a mist condor? Mystic condor. The bird.
And a big thank you to our helpers, whoever you are. Now, we have a tiny bit of clearing up ahead of us. You know what to do.
Our helpers? Were we being watched?
So, the city endures. And it is in much better shape than expected.
Impressive, considering the destruction without. The people here must have gone to great lengths to maintain all of this.
Their barrier resembles that of Alexandria, though it is smaller in scale. And not quite as effective, if the breach we witnessed is any indication. I fear such incidents may be common here.
Indeed,
Thunderous
Kai.
heavens! It's been years since we've had visitors.
Old Lala.
I am Miaili, the mayor of Treno. Allow me to welcome you to our city. And thank you for the assistance with our little monster problem just now.
Hey, wait a minute.
Might I ask your name, miss? Though I have an inkling I know it already.
But of course, I am Sphene of Alexandria.
As I thought. It truly beggars belief. I once heard the strangest of reports from one of ours who went to Alexandria, you see. That despite the intervening years, the Queen had not aged a day.
That's a long story.
And sure enough, I'd swear you'd stepped out of an old oil portrait mere moments ago. You must forgive me if this takes some getting used to. It is an honor to meet you, Your Majesty. I look forward to hearing the tale from your own lips. I imagine it won't be an easy one to tell. But please. What happened to Alexandria?
I see. From your perspective, it must have looked as though we were wiped from the face of the star.
One day, we lost all contact with our people in Alexandria. Scouting parties sent to investigate reported that not only the barrier, but Alexandria itself was gone. Nary a stone to mark where it had stood.
What you must have gone through, not knowing what became of us. But know that Alexandria yet survives, albeit in a distant land. Her and her people. I can tell you the whole tale from beginning to end, but first, might I ask your permission to remain in Treno for a time?
Of course you can. You and your companions have already done us a great service, and are more than welcome to enjoy our hospitality. Now, how about we continue this at Town Hall? We needn't keep standing in the middle of the street.
I shall join them. Even with the precautions we've taken, it remains to be seen if Sphene's condition will remain stable. I suspect, however, that the rest of you would rather be out and about. Consider this my blessing.
In light of our purpose here, the tour of the city is indeed in order.
I presume you have no objection?
With your permission, then.
But before we go, allow me to introduce myself as well. I am Cryle, and I hope to learn more of this city and its people. Would it offend if we were to ask a few questions? Perhaps as we work alongside you, aiding you in whatever ways you may require.
You needn't fret. Treno folk are as friendly as they come. As for aid, if you're willing, you might speak with my grandson Lummel. That was his voice you heard earlier. You'll find him serving herbal remedies to the others.
Thank you for your guidance. We shall seek him out first.
A lot of bowing. I will be right back, and then we continue. Meantime, sanity restored. I was going to say that there's a surprisingly large amount of everything voice acted so far, but I don't want to speak too soon in before this whole section is not voice acted, so that suddenly I have something to do. I'll wait a moment with continuing because I do see something still going on Twitch. The online side story that followed Zelania's perspective that Alexandria was not the only place with the dome, but also Treno. Oh, so it was almost like a spoiler. And there is something weird about Graha's voice this time around. Did they have someone else do it? Did he have a weird day? Was he sick that day, maybe? Why, if it is our new friends! Thanks again for making short work of our foes. If you've gone to the trouble of seeking me out, I can only assume it's for good reason. You want to help me? Odd, but I'll consider it. Before anything else, though, I must insist you drink our signature remedy, Sleepless Rhapsody. Everyone's a fan. You may find it the teeniest touch too sour for your taste, but it'll set you alright. Just tip it down your throat. Thanks. How bad could it be?
Well, what do you think? It's a traditional Malala recipe.
Refreshing. Shower.
That means it's working.
I'm put in mind of the gelatin I had at the studium. Nutritious, they assured me.
I can relate all too well. It's not unlike the syrup Leader used to make. Black as pitch and sour as sin. Though, there's no better cure for fatigue.
You know, Raha, going to bed at a reasonable hour would be the best cure. Oh, that's... I do feel shockingly refreshed.
Perhaps it stimulates the body's ability to process ether and hastens regenerative functions.
Indeed, it does. It also counteracts some of the effects of excess lightning, and helps to calm the nerves besides.
Oh boy, it does a lot of things.
Which is why you serve it whenever there's a breach in the barrier.
Our Malala ancestors came from the lushest of lands, so they developed all sorts of natural remedies. We strive to carry on their traditions. And I'm sure you see why. Really hits the spot, doesn't it? Now, welcome to Treno.
Yeah, that could be it, Michihai. Archon loaf, exactly. I forgot to introduce myself, didn't I? Well, I'm Lummel. That was me announcing our victory earlier, and since Grandmother sent you to help with repairs, you'll know I'm her grandson. I'm in charge of resolving any problems the people of Treno may have. My favorite kinds of work include taste-testing menu items, carrying medium-sized objects, searching for lost possessions of immense value. Oh, and it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Ah, yes, the repairs. You certainly want to be put to work. If you've come all the way out to visit us, you must have had more important things in mind, and you've already helped protect the city. Actually, our goal was to ascertain the present state of the Mist Continent. The whole continent? Did you come from across the sea? Not exactly. We've actually come from Alexandria. Alexandria? Are you quite sure? No, sorry, of course you're sure. Would be rude of me to doubt you. It's not every day that we get visitors, let alone from a nation that up and vanished. I know that it must come as something of a shock, but this is our first time in Treno, and we should like to get to know the city and its people. That is why we propose lending a hand to those in need. I see. In that case, why don't you help distribute this remedy to the rest of our people? Ordinarily, everyone would have already come for a cup, but the fiends made quite a mess this time. Might be a while before some can step away from their work. Never fear though, even if their hands are busy, they'll be more than happy to spare a few words for fascinating folks from afar. We would appreciate that. Thank you, Lummel. You're the one doing me a favor, honestly. Here, take this batch. I'll deliver some to Town Hall, so you can attend to areas you haven't seen yet. If we split up, we can spend more time speaking with the locals while ensuring everyone receives the remedy promptly. Could you each take a portion? Rest assured that I can handle pouring liquid into a cup. I too should be glad to dole out a few servings. Wonderful. Let me divide this up. Caetsu, why don't you make rounds of the southern part of the city? Raha and I shall tend to the north. Right, let's go and acquire some insights. Onward! Oh, I can mount up here. Oh. It's like sprinting speed. Fantastic. You must be one of those visitors Lummel mentioned. Odd place to be visiting, though. A grounding herbal remedy formulated to ameliorate the effects of lightning exposure, guaranteed to free weary townsfolk of their torpor.
Oh, you came to deliver the remedy? Thank you kindly. I was hauling beast carcasses in for processing and copped a good dose of discharged energy for my troubles. It brought on the Levin sickness something fierce. Still, we don't go hunting outside the barrier, so we don't want to waste any part of the creatures that find their way in. Pelts that are highly charged with lightning ether are the most valuable, of course. Tan them with the right stuff, and you can turn them into protective clothing that keeps you from getting zapped. The beasts you felled will all be put to good use. Thanks again! You're that mighty monster slayer I saw earlier. It's an honor. And you've brought Sleepless Rhapsody. Bless you, I'm dead on my feet after that battle. We don't usually have that many beasts breaking through at once. Practice keeps one's skills sharp, though, so in a way I'm glad for it. And I learned a thing or two from watching you. Oh, I can hardly wait to get to work on my grimoire. I have a number of ideas for improved geometries. The thoughtful application of new learning is what keeps our ancestors' magic alive and flourishing. Ooh, a summoner or arcanist. There's a fresh face if I ever saw one. And what's that in your hand? Oh, don't mind if I do. Safety inspections take priority, but the battle doesn't feel over until I've had a cup of Sleepless Rhapsody. I'm proud to say that I have some small part in preparing it too. The herbs come from my very own growery. One of the greatest discoveries of our time is that seeds carried in by invading creatures can be cultivated into remarkable plants. Plants with the potential to mitigate the lightning's effects. And with as many hides as we have this time, not to mention stomachs, it's entirely possible we'll find new varieties of herbs among our harvest. That is weird. Now that you made that, what? What's the big door for? Huh? For when we have big visitors that need big doors. That's the guest door. It's for Aradil, obviously. Wow. Yeah, you have a good point. I could almost fit through the small door. I'll say, Evis, hope you're doing well. Between the three of us, we ought to have covered every area aside from the moles. One of the people I spoke with asked me to pass something along to him, but he hasn't returned yet. In the meantime, shall we discuss what we've learned? It's very, very big cat door. Those doors are for 3 lalas in a trench coat.
Fascinating. I appreciate your thoroughness in recounting the details. I too learned much, as I helped to treat the injured's wounds. The Malala's curative magics appear identical to Spheen's. This means that either her tutor was a Malala as well, or that the art had spread all throughout the Ninth. Then there are the symbols and tomes, which are highly reminiscent of Arcanima. If these elements indeed originated with the arcane geometries of the South Sea Isles, as in the source, 'tis curious that they have developed in so similar a manner on this shard.
Mind you don't share that with any other graduates of the Faculty of the Arcane, lest they beat you to publication.
Did you learn aught of note, Raha?
I spoke with one of Treno's storekeepers about how they obtain their supplies. Though they are few and far between, other settlements yet exist on the Mist Continent, with a rail system facilitating the flow of goods between them. Unfortunately, barrier breaches trigger an emergency failsafe on the main line, so the train is presently stopped at a midway point until operations can resume. There are also maritime routes, but they see only occasional use. Often, as now, Treno must make do with what is to hand.
Well, yeah, they kind of said that.
In addition to this constant state of scarcity, Much of Treno's populace suffers from Levin sickness, not to mention the frequent attacks on the city and the resulting casualties. Yet everyone we've spoken with seems undaunted by these hardships. They are not only surviving, they are happy in spite of it all.
Where there is life, there is hope. And when one believes in a better future, a tomorrow even the slightest bit brighter than today, there is naught to be done but build it. Until, stone by stone, the city rises.
A noble city with noble purpose.
You don't look good.
Is aught the matter, Lommel?
I think I've dropped something and now I can't find it anywhere. I'm doomed.
Something.
Oh, is it this by chance? While I was distributing the remedy, I was asked to pass it along to you.
Yes! That's it! Yes! I'm not doomed.
Bro is doomed. Bro is not doomed.
Is that a tracking device?
Shuna has been distributed.
You've a keen eye for technology. This thing picks up on the ether of the creatures that get through the barrier.
That explains how you knew when they'd been vanquished.
Exactly. It shouldn't show anything now, but I can switch it on like so.
Beep shows just a huge amount of detections. Eh? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No, 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 she's going to kill me! Say, how'd you like to meet my sister Ayane? She's an electro engineer, so she knows all sorts of interesting stuff.
I take it she also built that device.
Oh yes, that's my sister. She's a genius. Everyone says so. And she won't kill me in front of other people. Probably. I mean, wouldn't it be interesting to watch her work? Maybe you can even help. It'd be, you know, edifying? Please, I beg you, please!
I suppose that's that then.
What a twist. Ah, like 1,000 gil, thank you. Just enough to teleport home at some point, I guess. At the moment, Ayane should be waiting just past that park. Let's be off before anyone changes their mind. Well... what a guy, that Lommel.
Our visitors. Thanks for lending a hand earlier, but what brings you here?
Uh-oh.
Lummel, what did you do?
Oh, God. Hey, Joshua. Hope you're doing well. The dungeon was fun. Gunbreaker's a little interesting. It works.
You know that, advanced monster tracking, what's it? It may be a teeny tiny bit,
You broke it again? How many times must I tell you that we're running low on electrope? I'm an engineer, not a bloody miracle worker.
I beg your forgiveness. I'm on my knees and everything, see?
That's an extremely anime. Wow. The flip into forgiveness. Hey, Gazel. Hope you're doing well. What a picture. Ah, I missed it.
And since we have guests, can't you let it slide? Just this once?
He dragged you here just so I wouldn't tan his hide, didn't he? You'd never believe he's the elder sibling. I'm so sorry.
Please, don't be. We're glad for the opportunity to meet you. And Lummel mentioned that you might have some work we could assist with.
There are guests, Lummel, not servants. Must we have the manners talk again?
Please don't misunderstand. We asked to help, that we might learn what life is like in Treno. And with your expertise, we also hoped you could tell us more of how the city utilizes electrope.
If that's the way of it, then I'd be happy to share what I know.
When you spoke earlier, it sounded as if Treno had little electrope to spare. It's difficult to procure, I take it.
We never have as much as we need. And much of what we do have is repurposed. But you'll find me digging through the scrap heap whenever some vital device or another breaks down. Repairing that old barrier should be our highest priority. But we just don't have enough electrope on hand to do a proper job.
And the longer we go without access to the mine, the worse it'll get. If only we could scare those beasts away.
Hmm.
Did we not pass through a mine on the way here?
Indeed, and it should be clear of hazards now.
You got rid of them? Just like that?
So, the mine is safe for mining again?
Maybe.
Hooray!
Leave the mining to your big brother. All you have to do is fix the tracker.
Yes, very well. If you go, do be careful. And once you get the machinery up and running, make sure to send some electrope over to the barrier service station.
They yearn for the mines.
Though we've cleared the mine, there is no telling what else waits outside the barrier. Shall I accompany you?
I'm so glad you asked. Seriously, I don't know what I'd do if I'd had to go alone.
As we did pass through but recently, I expect Raha can keep him safe without our help. In the meantime, shall we assist Ayane with her repair work?
Hand me a wrench. Tongue, 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 tongue. Done. Nailed it.
I entirely forgot to ask your names. Do forgive me. I'm Kryl, and this is Caetsu.
It me.
Accompanying Lemol is Gratia, our own technology enthusiast. It's lovely to meet you. Feels strange putting you to work, but I'd be lying if I said I don't need the help. In the wake of an event like this, I presume a great deal of labor is required to restore everything to working order.
Nope.
The volume of fixes that need making is one matter, but I could handle it if it weren't for these legs of mine. The paralysis flares up at the worst times, I swear.
Oh.
I can manage a bit of shuffling from one station to the other on a good day, but I usually leave racing around the city to my brother. With him off to the mine, though, someone else needs to take care of the lightning sprites. They're drawn to the discharged ether of slain creatures. I'd offer you the detector to make tracking them down easier, but seeing as Lemol has managed to break it yet again... I do have this, though. Toss some at a sprite and you can suppress its ability to sense ether nearby. That usually gets them wandering out of the city towards more fertile ground.
Can't we just kill them?
So we needn't fight them? We find it safer not to. When threatened, they'll siphon energy from facilities we need to keep our medical services running, or emit bursts that overload nearby systems.
Okay, fair point.
For the same reason, I recommend you stick to thoroughfares that will allow you to spot them well in advance. I would hate for you to be injured while helping us. Understood. We'll want to split up again to cover more ground. Are you ready to go?
And this is them failing to take Lala seriously challenge? Well, I mean, just take them very adorably then. Imagine if my character was also a Lalafell. It would have just been a whole army of Lalafells. And Grahatia. And I guess Y'shtola's here too.
Though you scan the area thoroughly, you see no lightning sprites.
Okay, well, why did I feel like stopping there then?
Though you scan the area thoroughly, you see no lightning sprites.
Wow. Is there a lightning sprite here? Okay, it's real and it can hurt you. Lightning sprites, the time to test your tossing arm has arrived.
A pinch of this powder is to a lightning sprite as a swift kick in the head is to
anyone with a head, generally speaking.
Poof.
Now we fly it back.
I wonder if the phantom train is just the train being taken over by lightning sprites. You're back. Were there many sprites?
3.
3 whole ones. Just a handful on your route then. Could be worse. Still, it's important to keep the city free of them. We're much obliged. Money! Cryle has taken a while. Being new to the city, if something were to happen, she wouldn't know where to go for help. Would you check on her? She started off in the direction of Town Hall. Yes! Though there are several diminutive folk about, none appears to be Cryle. Perhaps one of them spotted her passing through. An affable local. Hello? Hello? You're looking a mite lost there, lass. Aught I can help with? Have you seen a woman in a yellow hood? I presume you mean Cryle. Had a grand old chat with her earlier. Not to mention she saved my hide. Can't believe I missed that lightning sprite till it was right on top of me. It's thanks to her that I got out unscathed. Bit awkward, striking up a conversation after that, and it had been a while since I talked to anyone I haven't known my whole life. She's a kind lass, good at putting folks at ease, like Miaili. I quite enjoyed telling her about the city. When we were done chatting, she went off towards the canal. Had a touch of melancholy about her, though, and I wasn't sure why. Didn't think it was something I said, but I knew that if it was, saying more wouldn't help, so I let her go. I reckon she'd welcome the company of a good friend right now. There she is. Why, you were so glum and sad, Cryle. Well, you have to be made. It's only lightning sprites.
Ah, were you looking for me? I only intended to sit down for a moment, but I must have lost track of time. Will you lend me your ear?
I only have horns, but sure.
The source, and the ninth. Someday I will have to decide which one to call home. The thought has lingered like a storm cloud in my mind. I've tried to ignore it, remind myself that we have more important matters to contend with. But I cannot keep drifting between these worlds forever. When I first learned the truth of my past, I assumed it would have no bearing on my future. The source was my home, and the students of Baldessian my purpose. But after meeting my parents, it struck me that to simply choose the source would be to abandon them. And not only them, but a home I could have loved, had my life gone as it should have. That is why I had to learn more of this place, and the me I could have been.
And now that you have...
I feel even less certain than before.
Fantastic.
Though we are strangers to them, these people have welcomed us as if we are their own. It's like speaking with old friends. And knowing now the challenges they face, What would it say about me if I just left them behind and returned to the source? Is that who I am? Who I was meant to be? Or is this where I belong?
Thank you for listening. I'm a little less afraid to face the answer now, whatever it may be. And when I find it, I hope you'll be there. But we've kept Iane waiting long enough. Let's hurry back.
Ah, that's annoying, Sally. Hopefully it wasn't halfway through a cutscene or something.
I'm glad you're both back safe and sound. Now we can relax until my brother does the same. With your friend escorting him, he can't get himself into too much trouble. Unless he tumbles down the stairs into town again, I suppose.
Again.
That reminds me. The structures near the barrier all seem to be designed for Milala. Is there a reason that those in the center of the city are so much larger?
Oh yes. The center is the oldest part of Treno, built by the Hewn and the Eldite before the Milala came.
What happened to them?
So, Treno predates the Milala's arrival?
The mayor at the time was kind enough to take our ancestors in, and gave them leave to establish their own residential quarter.
Yet I have seen naught but Milala since we came to the city. Where did the other peoples go?
Thank you for asking. I was just thinking, we're just gonna leave that?
Alexandria. In the closing days of the Storm Surge, when death and destruction were everywhere, well, they believed it would be safer. But Treno didn't have a barrier at first, you see. But one of our industrious brethren had served as tutor in the royal household, and returned to us with knowledge of the barrier's design. It's thanks to him that the city survives to this day.
Might I ask a more personal question? We previously uncovered some records pertaining to the Milala's past. In them, it was written that the Milala left their paradise of eternal summer when a great calamity froze their isles. Understandably, all were not content to leave their homeland behind. Some attempted to return using the same power that had brought them here, but they found the way closed to them. Never again has the golden path opened that allowed their ancestors to flee to safety. Tell me, were that golden path to open once more, and you were to find the Milala homeland restored to its former glory, would you go back?
I'd certainly like to see that paradise of eternal summer for myself. Who wouldn't? But it wouldn't be going back. After all, my one and only home is here. Treno, this run-down, beat-up, beautiful city.
You truly love it, don't you?
Do you know what the speaker said when the Milala came to this place? O life, flourish on this faraway shore. Unfurl your fragile petals with fearless joy. Let this sky grant shelter from darkest storm, and here bloom, hand in hand, forevermore. We never forgot those words. Not my ancestors, nor my grandmother, nor my brother and me. That boundless optimism, that communal spirit, that is Treno. No matter what comes or how hard it gets, we'll choose joy over fear and stand together. There's nowhere else I'd rather be.
Nowhere else you'd rather be. Perhaps it really is as simple as listening to your heart.
Hey, veteran and Jacob. Hope you're doing well. Sounds like you're not, Jacob. Hopefully it clears up soon. To your question, veteran, I have not reached the trial yet, but I have done the dungeon. Earlier, you said that your brother couldn't get into too much trouble if he was with Raha, but how much trouble is that precisely? One would think they ought to have returned by now. Conversely, I hadn't expected to see the two of you again so soon. I take it Miaili's curiosity is sated? For the moment, I gave her a brief account of the situation in Alexandria, as well as events involving the key. She was most interested in the latter. In fact, it seems she knew of the relic long before we did, and wishes to discuss it with everyone. Would you be able to join us? Sus? I should love to go straight away, but we're waiting Ra's return. As we speak, Miaili herself is making a round through the city. We have time. Hey Tongue, hope you're doing well. It's alright. We did the dungeon, and now we're waiting! Ah, my superpower! Waiting at a meeting point! Take this! Waiting magic!
We're back! The mine is in working order, I'm pleased to say. Electrope is being delivered for the barrier even as we speak.
Have you two finished regaling the mayor?
We have. Though she has her own story to tell. Of the key, in fact. We thought you might like to join us at the...
And the note.
This is an evacuation alert. All citizens, please proceed to emergency shelters. Repeat, please proceed to emergency shelters.
Uh-oh.
The Doom train is approaching. Repeat, please proceed to emergency shelters.
The Doom train. Oh no.
The Doom train? Wasn't that one of Lindblom's weapons of war?
Uh-oh.
You know of it. I've never seen it myself, but according to Zelenia, it was an armored vehicle used to transport war beasts to the front.
I mean, it itself looks like a war beast.
In order to prevent them from running wild ere their deployment, a powerful arcane entity was housed in the engine.
The end of the war didn't slow it one bit. Quite the contrary. Fueled by lightning ether, it's been speeding across the continent ever since.
Oh no!
The Doom train and its beasts bring death and destruction everywhere it goes. It's a veritable calamity on rails. It passed near Treno some years ago, claiming many lives, including our parents. I must go and repair the barrier as swiftly as possible. Without it, we haven't got a chance.
You can't be serious! You'll never finish in time, and you'll be right in its path.
I have to try. For Treno.
Yane, no!
It seems my services are required once more.
I'll go with you. Perhaps my knowledge of Electrope will be of use.
I wish I were a fighter like you two. Keep her safe, will you? Please?
How about we just delete the Doom Train?
While destroying the Doom Train would be preferable, we should seek to delay its advance at the very least.
I like the way you think, Y'shtola.
You can't be thinking of fighting it head on. That's madness.
We fought gods, don't worry about it. No, well, now I have to do it.
If your mind is made up, there may be a way. There's a freight depot not far from us. We can use the train that stopped there.
Raha mentioned that before, did he not?
The Doom Train will have to pass through the depot to reach Treno. And since the evacuation alert was only just triggered, we might be able to reach it first.
So, we commandeer this freight train, match our speed to the enemies, and use it as a platform from which we launch a sustained counteroffensive. Is that your proposal?
It'd be better than trying to smash the bloody thing before it runs us all over. And if it might save Ayane, I'll do whatever it takes. Let me drive the train. That will leave you free to concentrate on the fight.
Glacia Labolas in front. Isn't that one of the bosses in Crystal Tower?
Lumel.
That's pretty funny.
I need to grab a few things. Meet me by the gate.
If anyone can stop a speeding weapon of war, it is Caetsu. But we must also recognize the threat posed by its company of beasts. If its influence is so powerful that, even as it barrels ahead, enthralled creatures continue to follow it, then the train may well gather additional minions as it draws near. There's no telling how many will charge Treno's gate, so we should prepare for the worst. Perhaps Y'shtola and I ought to remain on guard here. I'm inclined to agree. Caetsu, while you remove the head of this metal serpent, we will attend to the defense of the city. Among other things, we must do what we can to ensure the citizens get to shelter before the fighting begins. Godspeed.
Come on, lunch toast faster. Now that's a quote. Toast a cone! Gun butter! Glacia Labolas is also its name in Japanese. Oh, there we go. Right, the place we're headed is the Bentini Depot. Although Treno has its own railway station, our assailants from earlier left it in need of significant repairs. Thus, we'll be taking a hover cargo. My friend here has volunteered for the mission, and yes, I did explain the dangers. Shrug. Meh. The cargo's equipped with a portable barrier, and frankly, I'm great at my job. That's the spirit. I guarantee our safety during the ride. What happens once we get to Bentini? Well, that's your problem. It certainly is. Let me know when you're ready to move out. Ready? Then our fearless operator will help you aboard. We make for Bentini with all haste.
I'll have us there in a flash. Don't keep any limbs you're attached to and would like to remain attached to inside the vehicle.
Onward!
This is it.
This is it.
You'll be riding that flat car at the rear of the train.
That is a flat car, yeah.
I'll be all the way at the front, pushing her as fast as she can go. The Doom train moves at breakneck speed. If we're too slow, it'll plow right through us. Speaking of which, we'd best get underway before it does just that. Don't forget you're fighting for Ayane. For all of Treno.
Yeah, I sure wonder where the arena will be. Right, I will be right back, and then we will probably gather for gaming. Oops. Meanwhile, sanity restored. Yeah. All right, I'm back. Well, we have well, sorry, not 5. We have 4 spaces. Milo said something about 5 in the chat, so I suddenly I double read. Nimrio, hope you're doing well, or hope that it gets better. That is really annoying. Hey Mizo, change your status in game. Now. Mizunagi! Your status is causing me great trouble. The command? Mizu, you open the socials, edit search info, and just switch to online. Two more spaces. I'll give it a moment, just in case there's some, like, a late arrival. But, I think we'll have to go with 6. Amazingly, we have, 2 Reapers. 2 whole ones. Wipe station. Last call for wipe station. Hell on rails. Oop. Reaper's still new, but feels like the black sheep. Well, I mean, Reaper is a whole expansion old, you have to remember. Who would have expected that? Where all the DPS at? Hello? Let's sing on. Oh man, I can't even. I can't go on the flat car. Why not? Lumul, I feel cheated. Why can't I be on the flat car? It sounds like the NA servers are getting slammed. Streamer, man, I was promised Instapop. Man, I wish. New charged lilies for White Mage. I imagine that's pretty nice to start a dungeon like that. I guess you also have it. Oh, there we go. Siege engine, the Doom Train. The Doom Train. First name the, last name Doom Train.
We're in it now! I'm counting on you!
Windpipe. Oh no. Oh no. A good thing there was another one. Hey Jason, you're doing well. Thanks, I think. Ah. I almost understood it right. Almost again. Oh, almost again. Hey, can we do a tank switch maybe? Well, it's forced. I don't even know where I am now. Oh, there I am. Oh, right, there was a specific correct answer, of course.
How many times are they going to do that?
How many flat cars do we have left? Two. Well. Oh, this feels oddly familiar. That is an interesting tank buster. Oh man. Oh. Never mind then. Yeah, that was a cool tank buster. Aww. You decided to say screw that Lilybell in particular.
You're still on board, right?
I don't know. I guess I am. What? He has arms now, I guess. I don't know what this line means. That makes sense. It's gonna do it again, I think. Oh, no, it's moving. Okay. Oh, it's rotating around the crystal shape there. Moves 3 times. Does it keep moving 3 times? No, it disappeared now.
I have to disconnect the car! Quick! Jump on the next one!
Meh.
Thunder! Heaven!
Oh. Ah, I expected it to move one more time. I complete dance. Well, not totally. I guess I turned it up. Question is going well right now? It's a really, really inconvenient time for to do that. I'm very sorry, everyone. Is it doing better now? Yeah, right there at the end, I got a notification that it was unstable, so I restarted the connection. Looks like it has stabilized. Again, sorry, that was a really, really anticlimactic time for that to happen.
Phew.
I'm very glad that I'm not going to be playing Gunbreaker for Savage, because that... No thanks. I prefer Paladin.
No more adventures, thank you. That was enough bravery for a lifetime. But we did it! We stopped the Doom Train. Well, mostly you did. Before we can celebrate, though, we need to make sure Treno's secure.
Uh-oh.
As I feared, stray beasts to the south. I've lost track of how many times I've asked you for help, but I need your help again.
It's a pretty difficult fight, yeah. I have to believe that Ayane will be safe with your comrades while we attend to matters elsewhere. I'll see to the wounded. You try not to join them, alright? A short time earlier. The circle tank buster was really cool, yeah. I hope it'll be part of the extreme. I mean the circling tank buster, yeah.
No!
Can you stand?
Yeah, yes! Thank you so much. There were others being attacked over by the canal. Could you possibly...
Of course, I'll go right away. The rest of you should get to the town hall. I can't leave anyone behind. I won't.
Oh, we're playing as Trial. Let's see. 1-3 combo, AoE 1-3 combo.
Let's make sure the evacuation route is clear first.
GCD combo. And a heal. Oh, I guess we're starting with. Okay, I guess I misread that. That's really awkward. Right, it's a radius. And it's neutral on 2 targets, it seems. If it's any help, veteran, earlier today I did a stream going over all of the patch note changes and also explaining, like, at least to some degree, the implications of all of it.
Now to aid those people by the canal. Help is on the way!
Help is on the way. Seems this move is a little bit like holding dance. That's pretty cool. Balloons. Huh?
There may be other stragglers.
Search for stragglers. Hey, Kryl, could you maybe... I don't know. Do you mayhaps potentially own a smudge? I was so scared I couldn't even move. Silly, isn't it? My wife and I will be making for Town Hall straight away. You have my word on that. If you're determined to check on everyone, I won't complain, but do be careful.
That breeze is awfully warm. Oh no!
Means fire.
Our home!
It's really on fire.
First, the fire. To take a leaf out of Y'shtola's book.
It was you that put the fire out. How will I ever thank you? Now that we know it won't be spreading any further, we can all take shelter until this is over. What sort of magic was that? I've never seen the like. Priorities. Yes, I'm going to run away, and we can talk about it later. That's a good idea.
I hope that was the worst of it. Somebody help! A voice. Further out.
Oh, look, a boss arena. It was not the worst of it.
I'll take care of this. Make for shelter.
Oh. Well. How about some more enemies? We'll send wave after wave. Bean.
How many are there?
Good question. Boss time?
Is that all of them?
Straight up behemoth.
A behemoth!
Is this when I arrive? There was one more monster. There was one more creature in the weapon shop, that being the behemoth. Now that you mention it, Michihai. Oh, fantastic.
We cut that rather close.
Thank goodness you're all right.
Here comes us. That says a fin.
Ayane has finished the repairs. We need only hold the line until the barrier is in place.
Team posing for dominance.
And hold the line we will, together. still fight. I can.
I have no doubt.
Getting gravel cover. You know, that would explain a lot, wouldn't it?
Thunderheads!
Thunderheads? No, there's no black mage here.
If I never see another storm.
Nowhere is safe with so many of them.
Some friendly winds, if you please.
It works.
It worked!
Yeah.
How fortunate that bird made such an impression.
I know there's a meteor coming in. It better be. It has to. There has to be. Oh. Right in my burst, of course.
The Levin grows more volatile. Something is coming!
Ball lightning! Y'shtola, Steam, lend me your strength!
The two of us will disperse these balls of lightning.
Just keep the lightning at bay a little longer! Take cover behind the Spriggan!
Okay. It's a very small barrier, feels like.
The tide is turning! Press the attack!
Uh-oh. Ow. Well... I didn't realize it was trouncing too. Void Send explosion.
I must say, that was an incredible performance.
Oh, how you've grown. Like an inch, maybe.
Flatterer. What is it?
The barrier is restored. The people of Treno may rest easy once more.
Oink.
The perimeter is clear, everyone. And thanks to our guests, the Dawntrail has been destroyed. Last but not least, Ayane's fixed the barrier. We don't need to worry about beasts anymore.
What a day.
This calls for a celebration.
It does indeed. So much solved in a day.
The Dawntrail is gone for good.
That's our Ayane.
They're safe. All of them. Elila? Cryle, does the name Elila mean aught to you?
My mother. Did you know her?
I'm sorry, my dear. We should get you patched up before aught else. Elila's story and that of the key are one and the same. After you've rested and recovered, I'll tell you the tale.
Oh man.
You have no cause to fret, I promise you. While Lummel forgot to give the order, bless him, there's work to be done ere we can celebrate. First and foremost, we must see to any injured. Come and find me at Town Hall when you're ready.
Without further delay, then.
Oh man. Sad potato.
You needn't mind me. My injuries are far from severe.
But your curiosity is another matter, is it not? Your feet will deliver you to Miaili all the swifter if you can actually walk on them.
While I would rather not have tumbled to the pavement in front of half the city, I'm none the worse for wear, thanks to your Stola. But what of yourself? If you have any hurts, we can tend to them now before we see Miaili.
Now just give me the money.
Curious, isn't it? I want to know more than anything, yet part of me is still terrified. But having come so far, I can't turn from the truth now. If everyone is feeling up to it, let us go and have our answers.
Imagine how different this day would have been for these people if we hadn't randomly decided, hey, I have an idea. What if we checked out what's happening below the living memory? We would have to contend with an extra big swarm of beasts, the Doom Train, and an extra big swarm of beasts and fire. And we wouldn't have been there. Sure good we were here, right, guys? Guys?
Ere I begin my tale, there is something about our family that you need to understand. We are descendants of the Speakers of Eld, and I myself am the latest to inherit the role. But even as we do our utmost to ensure our people's welfare in our adopted home, it has ever been our duty to find a means to return whence we came. Alas, our ancestral treasure never did answer our prayers. And that left my elder sister, the previous speaker, mired in doubt.
We didn't see Kai while controlling Kral. Maybe she was the one playing with matches. Ah. Maybe we're the cause of all this.
It was then, when she was at her most vulnerable, that preservation reached out to her.
The key is none other than that relic, and it has been in the safekeeping of our people since time immemorial.
Yes. When lightning threatened this world, we attempted to use the key to flee again, like our ancestors once did. Alas, no matter what we tried, we couldn't invoke its power. We had all but given up when Preservation approached us with an offer of partnership.
We've heard this part before, from my parents' memories. My mother was your sister.
She was, which makes you an heir to the Speaker's legacy. The last message I received from your parents said that in order to thwart Preservation's design, they must send away both their daughter and the key. I now understand what became of the former. As for the latter, through conversing with your friends, I gleaned with whom it currently resides.
And is it your wish that we give it back?
We Milala are the people of Treno now, here is where we've put down our roots. The moment Elila relinquished the key, she relinquished our claim to it as well. But be that as it may, my sister gave up not only her life, but her darling daughter, to prevent its misuse. It is my duty to ensure that its new bearer is worthy. So, should it answer your call as it never did ours, how would you use the key's power?
To explore worlds yet unknown to us, or to save lives and perform other such feats of heroism. Or, I'm still not sure, frankly. To save lives and perform other such feats of heroism.
For some, that might be a self-serving end. But your deeds are proof that I needn't worry. And what's more, there's your friendship with my niece. I dare say that speaks well of your character.
By the by, do you have any records pertaining to the key here in Treno?
Would that we did. But Elila took everything with her when she joined Preservation. If aught remains, it would be in Alexandria.
And so we find ourselves returned to our original course.
Shale may have made some progress. Perhaps it's time to bring our visit to an end. But by that, I don't mean to say that I don't feel welcome in Treno. You've all been so kind and accommodating. And in many ways, it's my hometown. It's just that, well,
It's all right, my dear. It is true that some feel bound by blood or birthplace, but I don't believe that your parents would have wanted that for you. They devoted their lives to understanding the key so that future generations would not be burdened by it. As we have chosen Treno, so too should you choose the place you call home. A place where you can bloom and grow with fearless joy.
I will.
We must give you a proper send-off, though. Wait for us by the gate, will you? A word of caution, Keeper of the Key. As you know, it is a relic that has traveled across centuries and worlds, passing through countless hands, oft beckoning to those ruled by ambition or avarice. Indeed, some have wondered if it chooses its master. But I believe differently. I believe that some inexorable force, call it fate, if you will, ushers it from one bearer to the next. Be wary, for fate's regard now falls upon you.
That's my name now, Keeper of the Key. A what? Record scratch moment there. A lizard! Do we chase the lizard?
No? Why not? There's a lizard. There's a lizard right there. Lizard, where? We don't even get to chase it. Green lizard. Lotto.
Thank you all for everything.
I mean...
We're the ones who should be thanking you. You fought so many times for us.
I've tended to the people's immediate hurts, but see that they receive appropriate care as they recover.
I still can't believe you took down the Dawntrail. Just like that. You're my hero, truly. And I'm sure Mum and Dad and everyone else we lost will rest easier now that it can never hurt anyone again.
For my part, I cannot thank you enough for supporting my plan for the barrier. Not to mention that we wouldn't even have the electrope to restore it without your aid. I can't wait to see what else we can do now that the mine is back in service. Kryl. O life, flourish on this faraway shore. Unfurl your fragile petals with fearless joy. Let this sky grant shelter from darkest storm, and here bloom, hand in hand, forevermore. Remember that, will you? Whatever shore you choose.
Of course. Those words and our people will always be in my heart.
After so long without her, I had begun to forget what my sister was like. Her face, her voice, fading like the mist. All I could remember clearly was her resolve as we parted for the last time. But now I've seen her again. In you, sweetheart. Thank you for bringing her back to me. It is a joy to have met you, Kryl.
You too, Aunt Miaili.
I know your home lies far from here, but to us you'll always be family. Come and see us once in a while, won't you?
I will. My comrades have found a treatment for Levin's sickness, so I'll bring it to Treno as soon as I can.
My, you certainly have no shortage of accomplished friends.
Just all problems they ever had. It's like, well, we have a list here. Yes.
We'll await your return, my dear. Life is full of surprises when one lives in hope. Isn't that right, Elila?
The discovery was so crucial. Funny that it was discovered on the first. Yeah, indeed.
It still feels a bit like I'm dreaming, but even should I wake, I'll remember it. I'll remember them. On a practical note, I'm more certain than ever that Shale's work will yield vital insights into the key. I look forward to speaking with her when we arrive in Solution 9. If you don't mind, might we first make our way to Resolution? Gossan will be wondering about my absence. Heavens, yes, I apologize for keeping you from your duties for so long. Think nothing of it. I was more than happy to be a part of your adventure, and Gossan will forgive me once I tell him of Treno.
Ah, this explains much. Sorry, I wondered why I had seen neither hide nor hair of your majesty these past days. May I ask where you have been?
It's quite a long story.
However stalwart your companions, traversing the Mist Continent with no knowledge of what awaited was extraordinarily reckless.
That I cannot deny, but it availed us much. We have the opportunity to resume diplomatic relations with a longtime ally. As I did not, in fact, come to harm, all is well that ends well.
Should you feel compelled to go on any other excursions in future, I expect that you will notify me beforehand.
Yes, of course. It was remiss of me. I apologize. Duty's call is most insistent. Nevertheless, whenever you require my aid, please do not hesitate to seek it. You're back. How did it go? Did you find a way down? Treno. I've heard the name. Incredible that it sheltered the Milala all this time. What's more, the Mayor was able to share the story of the key from her perspective. She believes that the historical documents pertaining to it are stored in Preservation's archives. They could be, though our work isn't done yet. We've made progress on the decryption. I was on my way to the containment complex to review the data in situ. Situ? In that case, allow me to accompany you. Though it may be incomplete, I should like to review the information available. We'll contact you as soon as we've made some sense of it. In the meantime, might I suggest that our Warrior of Light get a good night's sleep or two? You never know what manner of hellish technology will be after us next. And Kryl, I assume you'll be wanting to familiarize yourself with the care and feeding of Porxies. Indeed. While I'm aware of the principles, I was needed elsewhere when the others were treating the 11 afflicted. I shall have to ask Y'shtola to instruct me. 'Tis the least I can do for my family. I intend to visit them whenever possible, but my home will always be here in the Source.
We're not in the Source right now. Well, we're as far out on the edge of the Source as one could possibly imagine, but technically we are in the Source.
There's nowhere I'd rather be.
Earlier in Treno. Please don't tell me they were all bad guys after all.
Now, there is much to be done. With access to the mine restored, I'd like to explore methods to expand our food production systems. I look forward to your insights.
It's on there. Hope you're doing well as well. Oh, there she is. Green lizard. The plushie. She's kind of cute.
Oh, my poor heart. I only meant to steal a glimpse while we were in the area. But our eyes definitely met, didn't they? Oh, that's not ideal. Such fearsome instincts to perceive me as a threat in an instant. But I shouldn't be surprised. It's the Source's vaunted hero, after all.
Halmarut!
Halmarut?
Oh, dear me! Oh.
One need hardly be the Warrior of Light to notice you. You're far from subtle.
Halmarut?
As if the horns and scales weren't enough, you insist upon dressing for another century. Those clothes must be as old as I am. Where is your robe?
You mean the robe that practically announces me as an Ascian? Not that I don't intend to reveal that detail, but it will be at a time of my choosing. Besides, if one of us can't help but draw the eye, it's you. Oh, Calyx, how you've grown. Smaller, that is. And surprisingly cute-ish.
Put me down.
Jests aside, we will be departing the 9th all too soon. If you wish to say your goodbyes, I could find you a vessel and mold it to match your preferred presentation.
Don't you dare. I will not debase myself by occupying a living body ever again. And in any case, to travel the rift as you do requires the shedding of one's flesh, does it not?
I apologize if I upset you. Your understanding is, in essence, correct. The magics cannot bring a vessel through the rift. Ergo, you must discard it and assume a form of pure ether until you reach the other side. However, that doesn't mean you need discard everything like so much refuse. Using fissures such as this, one can easily send small amounts of matter between reflections. Matter such as your archived memories.
All the more reason to remain as I am. At present, I could pass through a fissure myself. And as this form suffices for surveying the material realm, I see no reason to expend effort searching for a replacement. I wish only to observe. That is enough.
Very well. I shan't press. Nevertheless, odd though you may look, I would encourage you to bid farewell to those to whom you have attachment. For now that you failed, unless our hero changes course, this world is doomed to die.
I had hoped to banish death from their lives. Why should it come to all, whether they will it or no? Why must any accept this burden and grief? It was never about any one person. So no, there are none with whom I would exchange fond farewells. But so long as mankind yet survives, I can hold fast to my faith. That my life's work might again bring someone's salvation.
Hold fast you must, as we press ever onward. For soon it begins, and every world shall tremble. The Winterers must be prepared to outlast the great withering to come.
That's your ominous prediction, is it?
No, it's nature's proclamation. Can't you hear it? It echoes in the silence, left by the will of the star.
Wither blows fate's wandering will, for grey clouds presage winter's chill. These hard words. Hey! Quite short, I don't know. 7.3 took an hour and a half longer, I believe. Oh, I got the card! Hey! I like the story. That's weirdly on the nose. Okay. There she is, Princess Garnet. And Agent Monica. Onward! For story! Naomi's here too! Hey! But indeed, as Nox said, small break and then raid. to make sure that each part of the story is like located in a different stream so that no one gets caught in something that they didn't actually want to see. And also that it is easy to, you know, keep track of what is what. We're going to have a small break and then a new stream separately where we will be doing the normal raid. And it'll be like shortly, I think. Might be a slightly longer break than the one we had before this stream, but you'll get like 15 minutes advance. Would you go for raid with your team? A significant portion of my team is busy today, so I mean it'll be maybe a combination of some of the team and whoever's interested, just like we did with Dawntrail. But yeah, on that note, if you want to be sure to catch the link to the stream, remember that there's a Discord community server, there's an announcement room where I will put it. You can also see a whole ton of other stuff there. But in the meantime, also, if you would like to support the channel, remember you can follow, like the stream, subscribe, all that goodness, all the stuff. There's also co-filling in the description, all supports the channel and me directly, so I can focus on doing stuff like this with all of you. So thanks so much for support. But I will be right back in a little bit. So enjoy yourselves until then. Bye bye.